Today, we're going to look at weight transfer and swing sequence and how it relates to power in the golf swing. So what you're seeing here is a 7-iron shot that I'm hitting out on the driving range today. Looking at a big full turn, good weight transfer sequence, and as we're going to look closer at it here shortly, we're going to notice how weight transfer influences the ability to create lag and power in the downswing. So during the takeaway, you'll see a big full shoulder turn, a transition, and then a release as I transfer through the shot. Now what we're going to look at next is using the About Golf Balance weight transfer system, and we're actually going to watch and see what happens graphically when I make my swing. So you'll notice the lines on the screen. The yellow line on the top is representing my total force. The red line is representing my left side force, and the blue line, my right side force. So as you see in the transition from takeaway into downswing, there's a dip in the total force, which then accelerates up to a peak, and it peaks out right at the moment of impact, which is when the most amount of power should be generated by my swing. So again, you'll notice that as the swing is moving down into the impact area, on the bottom right-hand side of the screen, you'll notice the weight transfer distribution, and you'll see it go from a right side to left side orientation as the swing moves through. This change in orientation is what we call the swing sequence or the timing sequence of the swing, and it's also what is responsible for generating lag in the downswing. We talk about lag as the relationship of the left arm to the shaft as the body moves into the downswing, and this motion is primarily generated by the weight transfer in the swing. So you notice now, as I'm driving into the golf ball, I still have angle retained between my left arm and shaft. And if we measure the distance that my hands have to travel compared to the distance the club head has to travel, that angular relationship is known as lag, or lag sequence. So this obviously is the thing that we're all striving for to generate more power, more control, and more consistency in the swing. One of the ways that we can illustrate this motion and train this type of sequence is a drill that we can do in a bunker. So what I'm going to show you here is what I call the bunker divot drill, and I simply draw a line in the sand, and I'm going to then hit a golf shot and try to make my divot occur on the forward side of that line. If you watch carefully here, I'm going to see my swing develop, big full turn, I'm going to get the club set, and I'm going to drive my weight into my left side, which allows the golf club to strike the golf ball and have that divot occur at the appropriate time and place in my swing. Try this drill and try to make your divot occur in front of that line, and watch how your timing sequence improves, and watch your shots become longer, straighter, and more consistent. We're going to watch the full swing one more time here, and I think what you'll notice is when I'm hitting this full 7-iron shot, you'll see the exact thing you saw in the divot drill in the sand, where my weight gets set to the right, my transition area occurs here, and I drive my way through, striking the golf ball first, the ground second, and hitting a great shot.